Okay, so I might be a little bit food obsessed. Okay, maybe I'm a little bit chocolate obsessed. I don't know, and roasted marshmallows. Yee. I like them all. Either way, today's 5-minute fresh fix is going to be all about s'mores. Yummy. So we're going to start by wetting the graham crackers. Yum. With just dampen them just a little bit, like not a whole lot of water. And it's okay if there's little white spaces. And we're going to touch them with a little bit of yellow ochre and burnt sienna. We're going to try and keep that a little bit rough. You don't want an even coat on there because, of course, the graham crackers are a little bit lumpy and uneven. And aiming to keep it a little bit darker along the edges. Now we're going to make our squishy marshmallows. And we're going to dampen that whole area and just touch with a little bit of moon glow around the edges to have it look like it's melted and just broken open a little bit. We're going to touch it with a little bit of burnt sienna and burnt umber and in little broken little sections, almost like that's the roasted edge and it's starting to crackle a little bit. And we're going to repeat that on each of the marshmallows because, of course, this is a double decker s'more. And then we're going to do a little wet on dry and add a few more details to our graham crackers. Again, with the same mix of yellow ochre and burnt sienna, but a little bit more deep value this time. And again, keeping it a little bit rough to make that rough cracker texture with a really thick and creamy blend of burnt umber. We're going to add the melty, melty chocolate in each of those layers. Nice and dark. You want it dark and rich. And keeping the edges of the chocolate relatively smooth, but with a little bit of stickiness because, of course, sticky. And then you make it a little bit drippy off the sides. It'll make you want one. And then we're going to go back in with a clean, damp brush and just lift out some creamy highlights in the top of the curls. And our last layer of details on our graham crackers, just to deepen them up a little bit with some little dots and flicks, some things of uneven seedly kind of spots. I don't even know if seedly is a word. And then with some burnt umber and just a little bit of lamp black, and just a little bit because it's a very highly pigmented color, so it'll tend to take over. We're going to touch in those roasted areas just to make it look a little bit more caramelized and burnt up a little bit. And a little bit of difference then between the graham crackers and the roasted marshmallow deliciousness. And then we're going to go in and deepen up those shadows along the melted part of the marshmallow with our moon glow. Using my rigger brush, I'm going to go in with some of that burnt umber and just deepen up those edge shadows along the insides. And so our s'more doesn't look like it's floating in space. I'm going to add a little shadow along the bottom. So I'll wet that first and then just touch a little moon glow in there. Using a little white acrylic, I'm going to add some shiny, shiny highlights to that gooey chocolate. Then, with a little splat for fun, we're all done. Thank you so much for painting with me today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I did too. I hope you consider liking and subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.